job.
My bike's gonna blow up.
What? What?
I'm hearing a weird noise in my bike.
Well, it's definitely hot. All right, round 2 of the IXCR series, and we are in Greencastle. Buckle up, this is going to be the longest one that we've done. I'm going to try to put down in the comments and bookmark this, so if you want to see the 50s or intermediate, AM, PM, try to bookmark it so you can skip ahead if you want to do that. But it was a long one. I got a lot of good footage. We had a lot of good racing. It ended up being a nice day, so let's get into it.
Yeah, gotta aim for the top like, hold up. Yeah, I can never doubt myself, I know better. All of you critics be acting like you know better. Blowing the smoke, but I know when the dust settles that I'm in my element. It's evident that there's levels to the game. All of those dark nights I got then, breaking my back to make it out, got me feeling like pain. I ain't never need your help, I know you wishing me well. A penny for your thoughts, but seeing no change. I snap for the sun like Diddy. The riches got a mad ass son, I'm like Billy. I ain't never switch up, whole team with me. But known for my city like OAGZ. Pace as long as you finish, get supers, find a way inside your business. Fabulous, they try to dabble in it, and they hate the fact that they may have to witness. You tryna aim for the top like this, and you're in your element with a fire like this. And they hoping you fall and they praying you miss, but it's all in the risk. I got you with the switch, you know. I'm in the zone, give me the throne. One shot, that's all that you got. That's all that I know. Foot on the gas, 155 on the road. You could be a friend of me, an enemy. Keep that same old energy, cause I know I'm in my element, ooh, yeah. I'm in my element, ooh, yeah. I'm in my element, I'm in my element, ooh, yeah. I'm in my element, ooh, yeah. I'm in my element, ooh, yeah. Keep that same energy. I'm in my element, ooh, yeah. Never switch up, never switch up, never switch up. Never switch up, never switch up, never switch up. Keep that same energy. I'm in my element.
Where?
Over there.
There's a cave?
I think.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's hard to get out of the creek?
I don't know.
We can get out of this.
Okay. It's pretty nasty. This all looks nasty over here, bad. Someone's goggles. Leave them hanging. They probably know where they're at.
Huh? Where is it going? No, oh.
I don't think that's a cave. Big tree on top of that rock. Deegan, no.
I know.
All right, let's go check out the Pro Hill. Get back up there before you fall down, Cooper.
This is quicksand.
Now you gotta push that thing the rest of the way? Can't really hear much. I think they're up on top of that hill. Hey, yeah, you guys need to be more mobile than just sitting right there. Because they could come through here. way, dude.
Is he lost?
I don't know. Surely they don't come all the way out here.
No, we bike the track.
Yeah.
Or the parts that were over by this side.
You think he's lost?
No way. There's no way you could have missed it. It was right back there.
You have the right gloves on today?
Yeah, I do.
You're not going to stop and cry and all that?
Yeah, but I forgot long johns.
So you're going to stop and cry and all that?
No, I'll try not to.
Okay. Pick good lines.
We got the good lines.
Yeah.
I hope they're still there.
Well, we need to go look at that, really.
They probably turned them back into bad ones.
Yeah.
Look, buddy.
We ready to go?
Yeah.
Are we ready to go? Are your hands already cold?
They've been cold.
All right.
I'm not going to be able
Are you
to
ready?
survive.
Okay, so Bryce does apologize because I was standing here trying to video the Super Mini start, and for some reason he tried to call my cell phone twice right when the race was getting ready to start. So I totally missed the Super Mini, but you guys can go ahead and blame Bryce for that. The 85 senior row taking off here, and that bike right there is awesome. A little KDX 80. I talked to that kid earlier or later, and he said it was actually his first race. So this is Bryce's footage, kind of at the back of the start after they go through a little bit of patch of woods early in the race. Again, I have a lot of footage from a lot of different angles and people filming. This is Bryce's. And then this is over towards the back of the property. That was Vegan. This is Adrian's footage. Here's Cooper coming through. Not sure what place he was in, maybe 6 or 7 at this point. And this is definitely before his bike started overheating. He's getting along pretty good. Ryder. Again, I believe this is Adrian's footage. This is Jeff. Not really sure what part of the track this is. With everybody's footage coming in different areas, I don't really have this in chronological order. Somewhat in chronological order of how it actually happened, but it's all over the place. This is Levi Fortune. He was running in second most of the race. I believe this is Ryder coming through this section too.
Look ahead! Look ahead!
Again, between Saturday and Sunday, they got quite a bit of rain. So unfortunately, the youth race was pretty much a mutter. Eli actually ended up 6th on the day. Griffin Coleman. A random dog. Travis Lynn ended up winning the 85 junior race. Vegan coming through here. I believe he was in the lead right here. He was leading most of the race. Then I switched over to this is my shot. Kind of a small hill.
Yeah.
I'm going to say about 2/3 of the way through. And this is a very unhappy YZ85. And then Cooper's coming through. This is, I believe, is shot all before all the footage I just showed you. I didn't quite keep it in order. As you can see right here, Cooper's bike is, it's already starting to get hot right there. So not good because this is still on the first lap. That was the first time I had seen Cooper. So this bike was already getting hot, so I kind of didn't really expect it to make it through the whole race. Ryder right here, kind of behind one of the 85 riders. He actually gets hung up on a root right there. I jumped back out I really can't even remember if this is my shot. This might even be Amber's shot. I'm not really even sure who took that footage. But this is Cooper making what ended up being his only time through the finish line. This is Amber's shot. As you can see, Eli's bike is now starting to get hot too.
Dude.
And
I love it.
here's that KDX80.
Yeah! Go, dude, go!
Air-cooled KDX80. So I came over and helped him start his bike, and he told me it was his first race ever. He asked me if all the races are like this. I said, no, buddy, they're not. You're doing just fine.
Good job!
My bike's gonna blow up.
What?
I'm hearing a weird noise in my bike.
Well, it's definitely hot, so...
Is the white flag almost out?
Hang on. I didn't know if the white flag was out or not. But he ended up getting out in the field and it started running even worse. And he, instead of going through the finish line one more time to get his second lap in, he went straight to the truck. So he only got scored for one lap, which dropped Cooper all the way back to 12th. He was in front of, I know, at least 4 or 5 kids that ended up trickling in and getting a second lap. That KX85 was also getting hot. And this pretty nice looking old CR85 was definitely getting hot. And right here, it died. It might have seized a ring right there.
Oh, she's hot.
They ended up towing him up the rest of that hill. I don't know if that he finished or not. Levi, Fortune coming through. He ended up second on the day. And there is Jacob Bolin. He would end up third on the podium for the day. I'm not sure who this kid was, but he was riding good in the mud, whoever it was. So I apologize for not looking that up, but he was riding really good. Tucker McCreary on his gas, trying to make his way through. And I had to run and go help that kid. And here's that KDX80. Just trucking along, not overheating, making it through. Pretty good for that kid's first race.
Tell me about it more on video.
Just over here making the chocolate easier. But are you actually?
You want paid from IXCR? Yeah.
Yeah, IXCR to get you some money.
Yeah, he's draining these out. Nice work. What do you guys think about the section van?
That's what I do. I don't think it'll be too bad.
Hi.
Gonna race Levi
Why-
Horton.
Why don't you want to just ride your brother's bike?
Because I'm gonna blow it up and I'll have to pay for it.
You don't pay for anything anyway.
I paid $300.
What? No way.
$300. My bike's broken.
No, that way
I
your
don't
dad doesn't have
pay
to
for
wash
it.
your bike.
Yeah, but mine is
My
too
phone is
shiny.
going nuts today. This is not good. So moving on, this would be actually a 50 race. Didn't get a lot of footage from this, but had a few people out there videoing this. Just kind of, there's one of the E50s making it through. What happened? The Ray girls here kind of got her bike hot.
What'd you do that for?
Couldn't get the bike started.
Her back tire looks flat too. Oh wait, really?
I'm not sure if Sky got going again there or not on that one. But I do not miss these days as a race dad. Max's Dave tripping up in the mud, trying to help riders. This is a little bit early on in the race, and you can see that none of the bikes are really overheating just yet.
Hey, we gotta clean it out, bud!
races like this are worse than if it just would continue racing or continue raining, because the dirt just gets so tacky, it just beds up these little bikes. If you don't really stay moving, the bike just gets clogged up with mud and makes it get even hotter. As you can see here, we have some bikes that are starting to get hot. You can kind of just see that front tire is even struggling to roll in that kind of mud. So for some reason, when I was leaving the house today, I had this brand new blue hat that I bought, and yeah, I managed to keep it that clean. I'm surprised it's that clean. But out here for the 50s, it's definitely a mudder today. This track, or this property is always like that. This one, just gotta get through this one. Some people just take a drop on this one, but if you come here and do good, that's one more race ahead you are for the season. So it's kind of a risk you take, but at least the sun's out right now and get ready to go race some intermediate. Hey Bryce, pre-race, how's the track gonna be?
Terrible.
It's gonna be terrible?
Yeah, it's great. Up real good. Great.
It's gonna be great?
Pro Hill's gonna be so fun.
Pro Hill's gonna be fun? Alright. I'll make sure I'm back there.
You should ask someone if they get another loop out. I don't want to. Loop out video?
Can you just at least try to keep your rear fender through the whole race?
Oh, I don't want
Alright.
to look like a
Alright. How does Jeff think about the track today?
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah.
If you're not racing, it's amazing.
Yeah. A lot of sarcasm around here.
Good.
A lot of sarcasm around here. All you gotta do is be smart and pick good lines.
Yeah. I think by the time PM goes, that'll probably not be bad.
Yeah, I like Jeff's optimism. So here is the 65 intermediate, bike number 212. I believe that's Kale that got the hole shot there, and I don't think he would give up the lead after that. Pretty sure he led the entire race on this one. Cutting over to Jeff's camera here. Levi Horton coming through. He ended up second. Second on the day. Some more riders coming through. Roxon coming through. I'm not sure if he was in third or fourth at that time. I knew he was in fourth. There's Sky Ray coming through on her DRZ 110. Another shot of Roxon coming through. I believe this is Jeff's footage. Yeah, I just heard Jeff there. Again, a lot of footage to go through on these races. I'm not sure who's, to be honest with you. And as you can see, I got the second row out of order a little bit. That was my footage of the trail rider class. A little bit out of order. So I jumped into the woods here. There's Levi in second. Roxon in third. I think that's Wesley that was in fourth. That's not even fair. Their track looks so much easier than your guys.
I know what's out of this way. Like, we were getting stuck in this in our race.
Yeah.
They're just on.
Now it's just fine.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Through here.
Yeah. That's Ryder Hetty. He raced the youth class earlier. Had some bike issues, but got those fixed and was out running the trail rider. Lucas Scott coming through on his not a TTR, KLX 110. There's Kale out there still. But yeah, as the day went on, the track just got drier and drier and more tacky. The 65 intermediate kids had it pretty good. I believe that was Lucy Horton there running the trail rider class on her TTR 110. I believe Roxon was in 4th right here because this next clip I go to is Adrian, and I think he's in 4th right here, and you can kind of hear Mike Brown calling the end of the race here.
All right, we got 3 of them hooked up, nose to tail, inside, outside. Down the middle we go. Are they going to bump? Oh, Kawasaki holds him up. That's Woodruff. Was that for the pass? Could that put him up to the 3rd spot? We're going to wait. Timing and scoring's coming at us. 17 machine, Kawasaki pilot, fly back racer. Coming across the slide.
So I think, yeah, Roxon came through in 3rd on that one. So good job staying with it and getting the podium there.
Live timing and scoring.
Why in the world is that thing out here? No. That thing needs to be in a museum. Alright, so here we go on the AM race. That was Sportsman A going through there. Adrian, this is all Adrian's camera stuff here. I was filming with the drone. This is 150 BC. You can see Bryce on the outside there. I think he went into the woods 3rd.
Yep, there
And then
he is.
Weston, or not Weston, this is Zach. That bike really starts good. I don't think I've ever seen him not get a whole shot. Some of Sammy's footage here. That's Grayson going through, and this is my shot. I was over kind of by the Pro Hill. This is the, they kind of had to reroute him and use the go around of the Pro Hill. I think this was Glover. He was in 2nd, coming through on this first lap. You kind of just had to pick your way through here.
That's what they should have done, is arrow them down and then turn left. Like
Gavin Carmen, he was in 3rd at the time, moving through really good. I think he ended up getting Glover and staying in 2nd most of the race till the end. Jeff Ford and Gavin Bird, and then Bryce was 4th or 5th right here. You kind of see they just kind of had to pick their way. Bryce was a little bit too close to Gavin, and Gavin bobbles a little bit here and causes Bryce to have to stop, and they ended up making it back up there. Gavin Ferguson coming through there.
Oh,
so here's that old Husky. I don't even know what year that is, but way too old of a bike and nice of a bike to be out here in this mud, in my opinion, but he was making laps. Right here I was trying to help Grayson navigate this little ravine that was getting bad. Typically on a ravine,
Right in the middle.
the middle actually gets worse, and then you, as the race goes on, you just go wider and wider. But this ravine, the sides were actually the bad parts, and towards the end of the race, the middle lines were the best ones to go through. And here you can see Bryce, our buddy Shane, made a little bit of a bobble, and they tangled, but they got going. All good.
He made it though.
That's Shane's first race on a YZ 125 there.
Man,
So
dude, I'm gonna have to get the steps to him. You keep growing every race. I see you. How'd the start go first? Let's get there.
I think I was about 3rd off the start, and then just kind of stayed there.
Stay there in spot. I know Mr. Carmen was right there. Something happened on the last lap. You were able to keep your head down and keep charging towards the podium. Do you remember passing him at all?
Yeah, it was coming towards the end of the track. I think probably 2 miles left, maybe, and I saw him stuck in a mud hole. So took a different line and was able to keep going.
Good answer. If you're following, you can't pass them, and you got to choose the lines wisely here in these type of conditions. So great job here, 3rd place on the podium. Who do we want to say hi and thank you to?
God and Jesus for keeping me safe, my mom and dad for taking me to the races, my siblings, Westfield, Fly Racing, WPS, Jersey Pro, Stacy Mundy, and anyone else.
Good job of not giving up. Earning that 3rd place today, Bryce Woodrum.
hey, what happened to that clutch today?
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it? All right. So this was the Open A start. I think this is Jeff's footage. I really didn't have much footage of starts this weekend, so sorry about that. I had them all on the drone, but letting James use those on the Meek Entertainment highlight videos that come out for IXCR. But Benji, Matt, and Jack coming through. Here comes Van coming through on the trail. So this property is just super soft in the ravines, and with the property owners, the IXCR has to use this property in the spring, which makes it really wet and bad. It's sometimes this property can be a real big pain, but as you can see there, Craig and Tim, they spend a lot of time making bridges over the bad spots to make the track still passable. There's a lot of sections that had those skids across the creek, just to because had that skid not been there, that creek would have been blown out and huge bottlenecks. They wouldn't even be able to use the Pro Hill, and it's not easy getting those skids down there in the woods with the skid steer. So they put in a lot of extra work to try to make this property work and not tear it up too much. Yes, some of the ravines get really bad, but for the most part, they put in a lot of extra work to try to get the tracks fun for the riders. Kenton Coleman coming up the Pro Hill. There's Anthony Wagler, Sam Paul. This is Bryce's footage here.
Alright, do something more appropriate then, bud. I'm still the 110, so my dad's gonna be mad if I don't video.
That's right. I would have been mad if he didn't video. Teddy Mullins, big 450, catches him in at the top. Here's Sam. He kind of bobbled at the bottom. Did not have enough momentum to get up there. They ended up dragging his bike to the top. This is Van again. Then this is Jeff. This is the last little wood section before the finish line there. Benji, Matt, and Jack. Again, some of the stuff not in actual order of events, but I tried to keep it close. But I do think this was back on the first lap.
Good job, boss!
Van coming through, leading the Open A class there. And as the day went on, you can see how nice and tacky the dirt got up on top. Actually worked out really well. I think that was Jackson Fisher coming through. Right here, I'm not sure where Jeff's at here, but Matt was actually out in front of Benji. Right here, Jack coming through, I believe he was in third. Kenton picking lines, trying to get through. Here comes Van. I think Jeff does actually a water bottle handoff right here while filming, which I'm actually quite impressed with. And Van still had his camera on top of his helmet. We ended up losing 3 cameras this weekend due to some terrible mounts. So if you guys wear GoPros and you think it's a good idea to buy cheap GoPro mounts off Amazon, don't do it. The sticky part that we prepped stayed on the helmet, but the actual plastic part of the mount came off of the helmets. So I lost Garrett's helmet cam and Van's helmet cam. Bryce has got knocked off, but we actually went back and found it. So if anybody's out there and wants to go back to the property or thinks they found one and not sure whose camera it is, let us know if it's one of ours. Here's Van. Still has the GoPro on here, but I believe this is first lap. So yeah, if you're using GoPros, only buy GoPro mounts. Jacob Carter. It's cool to see him out there. He had a shoulder injury and thought he was going to have surgery on it and not even be able to race this year. But actually got cleared and was able to race. hitting hard, and again, as you can see, as the race goes on, that dirt actually is tacking up quite well. Here's Aiden McCreary coming through. And here's Jeff Shots slow-mo. Here's a shot of Kenton and Van. Van actually got around Kenton for a little bit, but Kenton was able to get back around Van. Van still beating in the overall because Van was a row behind and gets an extra minute on the adjusted time.
Ain't no quit Mario coming to the line. Goodbye, guys.
So yeah, Kenton coming through. Beating Van physically overall, but with adjusted time, Van ended up coming through with enough time left over, or enough adjusted time to get 9th overall and top amateur.
What's happened, Griff?
Sorry. Cooper.
What is it, Griffey? What happened?
They kept pushing me. Say hi to the camera guy.
Bryce? Nothing to say? Let's see what you got. Nice.
It's as bad as running the race, but we got everything plugged in. I don't know how much gas is in the generator, but we'll get it taken care of. First off, these guys out here, they're looking up to you. Top overall amateur Van Adams. Man, congratulations. How was it for you?
The track was pretty good. It was fun whenever there wasn't a mud holes, but you just had to be smart and take your time.
You did a good job of being smart, taking your time. Ended up as top overall winner for today. $50 to the bike owner. I just want to make sure you understand that part. But you did all the work. They get all the glory. I know there's a lot of people helping you out. Who do you like to say thank you to?
God, my family and friends, my mom and dad for always taking me to the races. Fly Racing, WPS, Westfield Power Sports, State C Money Photography, Jersey Pro, and anyone I forgot.
Got it covered. Congratulations, Van Adams, on your top overall amateur here at IXCR Deer Ridge as we get ready to have our pro racers.
Well, that is a wrap on the 2022 IXCR Deer Ridge round. Appreciate you guys sticking it out through this one. Almost a 35-minute vlog, so kind of going over in my book. But there's just too much to put in there, and I feel like it stays interesting. So we are off next weekend to the Loretta Lynn's Trail Ride. That should be a good time. But yeah, we'll be back to racing. We're in racing season. Hopefully we get some dry ones coming up soon. Thanks for watching.